Welcome. I'm Carlos Soto from the City of Austin's Economic Development Department. I want to thank you for watching this presentation about the Community Navigator Program request for applications. Today's presentation includes a program overview, a review of the task categories, an explanation of the application and award processes, and summary of important information for you to remember. The Austin City Council provided $500,000 for the Community Navigator Program by adopting Ordinance Number 2021-0506-002 on June 5th, 2021. This program will support local businesses, nonprofit organizations, and creative professionals impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic by offering application assistance and technical assistance for local, state, and federal relief programs. The Economic Development Department staff is collecting responses to this request for applications from entities that are interested in providing at least one of the following services: helping businesses, nonprofits, or creative professionals apply for federal, state, or local economic recovery programs, providing technical assistance to businesses, nonprofits, or creative professionals impacted by the pandemic, or completing stakeholder engagement activities to raise awareness about the Community Navigator Program. Economic Development Department staff intends to award multiple contracts through this request for applications. This will ensure businesses, nonprofits, and creatives from various communities have access to trusted and diverse vendors that can provide the services included in this solicitation. Contracts will not exceed $50,000. Applicants for the Community Navigator Program request for applications must indicate the task category for which they are qualified to work. Task category A is for applicants that can provide technical assistance services. Task category B is for applicants that can provide application assistance services. And task category C is for applicants that can provide marketing and stakeholder engagement services. Applicants for all task categories should be able to provide services in languages as requested by service recipients and ensure that all assistance is accessible without discrimination of technological access. Applicants for all task categories should maintain sufficient levels of in-house staffing capacity to complete tasks. Applicants for task category A must be able to provide two types of technical assistance services: one-on-one technical assistance to service recipients, up to 5 hours per recipient, and 2-hour-long technical assistance classes at least once per month. Topics for one-on-one assistance and classes may include diversity, equity, and inclusion training and or strategic planning, disaster recovery and resiliency best practices, financial guidance like credit counseling and financial literacy, business planning, strategic marketing and communications, revenue and business development, e-commerce planning, and market research. Applicants selected for task category A must collect and report data on a monthly basis, including the number of service recipients receiving technical assistance, the name, physical address, and email address for each service recipient, descriptions of the technical assistance service provided to each service recipient, the number of technical assistance service hours provided to each service recipient, and additional information about service recipients, including gender, race, ethnicity, veteran status, disability status, years in operation, sector or industry, and zip code. Applicants for task category B must be able to provide up to 5 hours of one-on-one virtual and or in-person assistance per service recipient to help the service recipient apply for federal, state, and or local relief programs. Applicants selected for task category B must collect and report data on a monthly basis, including number of service recipients receiving technical assistance, name, physical address, and email address for each service recipient, descriptions of the technical assistance service provided to each service recipient, number of technical assistance service hours provided to each service recipient, and additional information for service recipients, including gender, race, ethnicity, veteran status, disability status, years in operation, sector industry, and zip code. Applicants for task category C must be able to provide 3 types of marketing and stakeholder engagement services. Distribute Economic Development Department provided marketing collateral to target audiences at least twice per month. Provide comprehensive community outreach and engagement by supporting the city with public meetings, events, workshops, and other community engagement efforts, both in person and virtual. This includes providing logistical support for up to 3 engagements per month and providing meeting facilitation for up to 2 meetings per month. Coordinate, facilitate, and mediate up to 2 meetings per month with diverse stakeholder groups to support coordination and service delivery. Applicants selected for task category C must collect and report data on a monthly basis, including number of unique potential service recipients reached through outreach or engagement activities. The information should be disaggregated by outreach, engagement, and action. Descriptions of the outreach engagement activities, including information on which platforms were used, for example, social media, radio, print, etc., and evidence of effectiveness, for example, social media interactions, newsletter subscriptions, and open rate. Additional information for potential service recipients reached by outreach and engagement activities, including gender, race, ethnicity, veteran status, disability status, years in operation, sector, industry, and zip code. All applicants should download and review the Community Navigator Program Request for Applications Instruction Guide before beginning a response to the solicitation. Follow all requirements in the instructions. Make sure responses are on documents with 8.5 inches by 11 inches margins. Include your company name and page number on each page. Use single columns and use 12-point Calibri or 12-point Arial font. Finished applications should not exceed 20 pages. When you are ready to submit your application, complete the application form and upload all attachments via the online application portal, which is available at www.austintexas.gov/Community Navigator Program. Economic Development Department staff will not accept hard copies or email copies. Responses are due October 1st at 5 p.m. Central Time. Late responses will not be considered. Your application must include 9 items. 1, an executive summary. 2, a project concept. 3, a summary of your experience. 4, references. 5, a description of key personnel. 6, a project work plan. 7, a price proposal. And 8, a sample work product. Download the Community Navigator Program Request for Applications Instruction Guide for a detailed overview on each mandatory item. Economic Development Department staff will award multiple $50,000 contract based on the evaluation factors associated with this request for applications. You can see the evaluation factors on the table to the right. There are 100 total points available. The executive summary is worth 5 points. The project concept is worth 25 points. The applicant's experience is worth 25 points. The personnel qualifications is worth 20 points. The project work plan is worth 15 points. And the sample work product is worth 10 points. Additional details for each evaluation factor is included in the Community Navigator Program Request for Applications Instruction Guide. Applicants recommended for funding will begin the city's contracting process with the purchasing office. There is additional important info to keep in mind. Several items in this request for applications reference historically underserved communities. For the purposes of this request for application, historically underserved communities means local communities that have experienced exclusion, marginalization, and discrimination because of city policies and practices. These include communities in the following zip codes: 78617, 78653, 78660, 78702, 78719, 78721, 78722, 78723, 78724, 78725, 78741, 78744, 78745, 78747, 78748, 78752, 78753, and 78754. Our responses to this request for applications received and opened by Economic Development Department staff are subject to the Texas Government Code, Chapter 552, and could be made available to the public upon request. Applicants that want portions of their submission kept confidential must mark each portion as proprietary. To the extent allowed by law, City of Austin staff will endeavor to protect such information from disclosure. City staff may request a review and determination from the Attorney General's Office of the state of Texas of any contents marked as proprietary. A copyright notice or symbol is insufficient to identify proprietary or confidential information. Economic Development Department staff may revise this request for applications through a written addendum, which will be posted online to the Community Navigator Program website. Explanations, clarifications, interpretations, or changes made in any other manner are not binding. Please note that Economic Development Department staff reserves the right to cancel this request for applications at any time for any reason and to resolicit the goods and services included in this request for applications. All applicants, employees, and subcontractors directly assigned to this contract must be paid a minimum living wage equal to or greater than $15 per hour. The City of Austin may require applicants to certify compliance with this requirement if applicants are selected for a Community Navigator Program contract. If you have any questions regarding this request for applications, send your questions via email to atxrecovers@austintexas.gov. Economic Development Department staff will respond to all questions in writing within 2 business days. Thank you for watching this presentation about the Community Navigator Program request for applications. Good luck with your application.